Shalom, everyone. I hope that you are doing fabulous. I want to talk about something that came out on my spoon reading today. I know that there's a lot of people that are connected with Masonry. Let me just say, on my spoon channel today, we had that there is a judgment for bestiality that came out. Yesterday I did a reading, and Yehovah Elohim was bringing out that energy was coming through my spirit, and it came out today, and my hands found a card that spoke that somebody is getting bad luck judgment on them. Look, people, the Masons are supposed to be known to do good works, but they're big time deceivers. They go shh and do all these stupid things and cover their eye, and we're dealing with people affiliated with this group that is connected to bestiality. Now, maybe you've never done bestiality, but you are part of this group, and I know there's levels within that group, because I, a few years back, did a little bit of research on the Masons, because the Great One, several years before that, put in my spirit the Masons, and I didn't even know anything about them. And oftentimes, Jehovah has spoken things to me, and then either take me to scripture or allow me to see what he spoke in my spirit, and I didn't have no clue about it. But he's spoken in my spirit, and I've shared about it on the channel before, something about Masons, and I didn't know anything about that. And then later I stumbled across this organization called the Masons, and I spoke on the Spoons channel reading about about finding through my research, they have a molded image of a person having sex with an animal. That's bestiality. Okay? Just by right, people, to get involved in an organization that just has that. First of all, it's a violation to the Great One's law to have molded images and things like that. You can do what you want. You don't have to believe the way that I do. But I know my Elohim. Okay, and he owns the earth and the fullness thereof, and there are certain things that he has put in place in his law, and that's one of them. Not having other gods before Jehovah, and, bowing to molten images. And actually the molten image came out in wording on that reading today. Okay. And so, people, getting involved in that nasty organization, and whether you gotten to a level or not, I mean, it's very secretive, so you wouldn't know if somebody else did it or not. I mean, people crazy, they're doing some stupids, but just knowing that molded images there showing a man having sex with an animal, just by right, you're guilty by association of that organization. Okay? I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on it. Some people are being drawn into getting involved in this organization, and it's not a good one, people. It's not a good one at all. They're deceivers. Okay, we know it. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff you can find about the Masons. All right. I just, somebody's under some type of big judgment. Whether you have slept with an animal or not, just by association, you gave into getting involved in that organization, whether you made it to a level or not that goes to that, because we know that it does. I know that it does. Okay. I know in my heart that it does. Okay. Because I know when Jehovah says something to me, there's a reason why he says it. Okay. And so some of you all are in, a really bad spot, because by association to this group, you've consented to bestiality. It's disgust. If you have not slept with an animal, and you're getting some type of a wake-up call, and you think you're on some kind of level with them, it's time to run. Okay, I don't care. Let them say that they're going to cut your tongue out if you do whatever. No, it's time to get up and war against these freaks. Cut their freaking tongues out for what they've done. Okay, they're going after people and their souls. They are. And it's not a good thing, people. And I shared on there because Jehovah was putting through my spirit. Some people are in relationships or had been in relationships, whether it be past or now, and things have just died within your relationship, and you just are trying to figure out why. Some people have been in relationships and things have died, and it, by the mercy of the Great One, has caused a separation even within your marriage bed to somebody because of something that they've gotten mixed up in with that organization that caused them spiritually to die, and you're really you've been set free if you are somebody connected to the Great One, and yet Jehovah's hid something about whatever. You're being told today, some people, it ain't gonna be for everybody, but some people, their marriage has fallen apart because their spouse has gotten involved in this organization and something nasty is connected to it. And by association, everything that comes with it is connected to all their stupid secrets and their murderous acts and the occultic things that they do at whatever level and how many levels it goes to. It's just disgusting, okay? If people have no eyes to see that you're sitting there looking at a person in a molded image screwing an animal, and you're going to walk in and say, I want to be a part of this organization, you're already a nutcase and a half in the first place. That's gross. I just want to talk about it. Okay, so if you are in a marriage or in just even kind of a relationship and just something strange is just taking place and you don't know why, you better thank God that he's got some type of a divine grace around you to cause a separation to happen, because that person's literally turned into some type of a beast at that point. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about a little bit more on that. I know that a lot of people apparently didn't like possibly what I had to say about it, but that's between you and the Great One. But it is the truth, people. It is the truth, okay? There is a molten image of a person screwing an animal, and that's disgust in the eyes of the Great One, okay? Those types of things need to be totally destroyed out of God's green earth. Show something like that. It's disgusting. Oh, we need to get up and start pounding some of these stupid molten images, and they're just all of them, really. They're just a disgrace in the eyes of the Great One. Okay, you don't have to like me or not. I don't really care. I have a job to do, and I fear the Great One. And he tells me to say something, I gotta say it. Okay, whether you like it or not, don't care. I want to stand before the Great One and say, Abba, I did what you said. Okay, and I'm obedient to you. I don't lean onto the arm of the flesh. As long as I got your approval and I know that you were speaking through me, that's all I care about. So take it, leave it, do whatever you got to do with it. And again, if somehow God's given you a wake-up call and given you a divine sovereign grace and you are involved in that organization, some people have 24 hours to get out of something real quick. You ain't going to see something coming if you don't, okay? Who are you going to choose this day? Okay, organization or God, your choice.